We are also told that we need to create a second constructor that allows other classes to create ball objects of a different color. Okay, so that means that the constructor has to accept a parameter. So we say public ball, and then we have to allow other classes to pass in a color object. Let's just call that C. Open curly brace, hit enter. We still want to set all of the values, so we have to, and we can just copy and paste those, we have to set all the values to some generic value of all the fields. But in this case, we're anticipating that another class can send in a color object through this temporary storage container called C. And so instead of setting ball color to dark gray, we're going to set ball color to C. And this allows other classes to say, I don't want a dark gray ball, actually. I want to send in a ball of with a color of my choosing. And we'll see how this works later as we're going to create ball objects. And that is how to write the second constructor. Now we'll just continue to do that, and I'll scroll down here. So the third constructor is allows other classes to create ball objects with different starting x and y velocity as well as color. Alright, so we need three parameters for this constructor. Public ball, and we'll still get a color object because we're told that we should do that. And then we're told that we need to grab x and y velocity. So I'm just going to give these kind of placeholder names. Int x velocity, or vel, let's say, and int y velocity. And we'll say we still need to give x and y a default starting value. But instead of giving x velocity a starting value that's generic, we'll set this equal to whatever is going to be passed over by a different class. Same thing with y velocity, equals y vel. And with ball color, we are also still getting passed over a new color that a different class we're anticipating will pass over if they use this constructor. And okay, so that's the third constructor, and it says still write a fourth constructor that allows other classes to create ball objects with unique values for all fields. And have I forgotten one of the fields? I have forgotten one of the fields. So I'm sorry, in these videos you'll need to create an int size. I forgot about that. And we're going to set a default value of size in the constructor, so we'll set a default value. Let's do 10. I'll just copy that line, and then the velocity, okay, size 10. And now I'll leave it to you to write this final constructor that takes in parameters so that other classes can create ball objects with unique values for all the fields. So you should write a fourth constructor that accomplishes those goals.